What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. J.I.D is the latest signee to J. Cole's Dreamville label. One listen of his music and you'll understand why he fits into the dynamic that J. Cole has been branding for Dreamville. He fits in while standing out in the same way that Boss and Kaz do. So J.I.D is wasting absolutely no time in putting out his debut project titled The Never Story. I was impressed throughout The Never Story. I knew who J.I.D was prior to him signing to Dreamville. I know his managers and the fact that he works closely with Earth Gang, and I've been big fans of them. So I knew of him, but The Never Story is pretty much my introduction to him as well. I'm listening to this music and I'm getting a sense that J.I.D has a very nice, sharp and witty type of vibe to him. Like sharp in the flow, witty with the lyrics. He knows how to have like a good song structure. Like previous Dreamville release projects, The Never Story is going to give you a lot more into the life and times of J.I.D. You're going to know who this guy is. It serves mostly as an introduction, and I think that's such a good way to tackle it for your first project. With all eyes on him, you want to give the fans who you are in order for them to relate to you, to enjoy the music. Simply put, J. Cole made the right decision signing J.I.D. Now let's talk about my favorite song, starting off with Never, with a futuristic beat to it. One that sounds something out of a video game with a little more bounce to it. J.I.D lets you know that he never had anything. And he doesn't ask people for anything either. He wants to earn it. And so this is like a nice introduction to understanding where J.I.D comes from. He's from Atlanta and he didn't have everything handed to him on a silver platter. And this record right here is one of my favorites on the album. I love that it's a dual record to where the first half sounds good and then the second half sounds good. I love the lyrics. He says, never had a real dollar to my name, bruh. Shit been lame, bruh. I ain't even in this shit for the fame, bruh. It's the pain, bruh. Like, that's something that anybody that's doing something out of passion can relate to. Then the song switches midway through and I'm like, I like that first beat. Why would you just cut this short? I only get 2 minutes of that first beat, but then the second beat comes on and I'm like, okay, this is good. It still maintains that futuristic vibe. It's just a little bit sped up. His flow is still off the chain. There's still killer lyrics, and there's a little bit of humor to it. He says, what do you call a girl who don't suck dick? You don't. And I chuckled at that. I laughed at it. It was a good line. The next song on my list is Ed, Edd n Eddy. Paying homage to one of the best cartoons of all time, of course I'm going to be all in on this record. If you have two friends who are like Ed, Edd n Eddy, or the three of you are like Ed, Edd n Eddy, then you got a good set of friends right there. My only concern about this song is that it's only 2 minutes long. It's one verse. I'm like, can we get some more to it? I was really vibing and grooving to this song, and then it just ends. So that was my only concern about it. Oh yeah, and he also drops a Saved by the Bell reference. He says, what did he say? He says, I'm Zach, you AC, that Jesse and Kelly. As you could tell, I love being able to get like these pop culture references in hip hop. Some of them go over my head because I didn't watch all of the shows, but I watched Saved by the Bell. I love Saved by the Bell, and I'm glad that he brought it up and did the record Ed, Edd n Eddy. The last record I wanted to highlight is titled Hood Booger. I've been happy with nothing. Imagine me if I got it. Those are the words of someone who has lived life. Sort of like mastering the art of living life. J.I.D is someone who understands that there's happiness in having little as well as having a lot. And if you can be happy with having little in life, then you're going to go far in the long run. And this record is 2 years old. It was on his debut EP, which was titled DiCaprio. And I'm glad that he was able to kind of pick it up and translate it onto this project because it truly is a good record. Usually I'd be talking about the bad songs, but after listening to this project countless times, I felt like there was no bad to it. I think at some instances there were moments where I was like, okay, this song should be longer. I think that is my main complaint, is that some of these songs, like Ed, Ed and Eddie, like 8701 featuring Black, like these songs are 2 minutes long, and I'm like, man, these could have been expanded on because they were so good. I get the artistry in it, but as someone who likes a good record, I would prefer it to be like 3-4 minutes long. But that's just me being the selfish music fan that I am. Other than that, there were no other issues with this project. It was a phenomenal start for J.I.D. And I'm sure a lot of people listening to this, they're going to become a fan. They're going to want to see him on the road. They're going to support this. Do you know what's in J.I.D's future? Success. I look at it like, is he going to be a star? It's hard to say. But in a lot of ways, is becoming a star like the end goal for an artist? Nowadays, you should be thankful to be able to make a living off your passion. And so J.I.D, his first love was more along the lines of football. And he never had this plan to be a rapper. But it was something that he was able to get into, and you can tell that he has passion, you can tell that he has skill. And so the Never story is going to propel him in the right direction. He's going to be able to have a ton of loyal fans, because that's what J. Cole fans are. And if J. Cole is co-signing something, if J. Cole is saying, hey, this is the new artist on Dreamville, you guys need to check this out, then the people are going to check it out. So J.I.D has a bright future ahead of him. You can't get anywhere if you don't have music that connects with people. And so he was able to connect with J. Cole's ears enough for him to believe in him and sign him to Dreamville and to put this project out, and hopefully it's connecting in the way that it should, because this is a great album. It's a great debut album from an artist like J.I.D. So those are my thoughts on J.I.D's The Never Story. After you listen to the album, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter @SermersDomain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.